If you were alone in an old hotel at 3 a.m. and a phone rang from a room that had been empty for 10 years, would you answer it? Because one girl did, and she was never the same again. This is the terrifying story of room 307. Maya never believed in ghost stories. She believed in rent, bills, and surviving night shifts. That's why she took the front desk job at the Redwood Inn, a small roadside hotel sitting alone off Highway 17, surrounded by dark pine trees and miles of silence. It wasn't exactly a dream job. The wallpaper was old and peeling. The carpet smelled like wet dust. And outside, the flickering red vacancy sign buzzed all night like it was warning people to stay away. Still, the pay was decent, and overnight shifts were usually quiet. Sometimes, too quiet. Travelers came and went without much conversation. Truck drivers stayed for one night. Families stayed for two. Then they disappeared back into their normal lives. But the locals? They avoided the place completely, especially the third floor, especially room 307. Maya noticed it during her first week. Housekeeping skipped that room unless absolutely necessary. Maintenance always had an excuse. And older guests sometimes leaned over the front desk and asked in nervous voices, "Is room 307 still locked?" Whenever Maya asked her manager, Mr. Collins, he gave the same strange smile and said, "Old buildings collect old stories. Don't listen to ghost tales." But every night, at exactly 3:07 a.m., the front desk phone rang, and every single time, the call came from room 307. The first time it happened, Maya thought someone was messing with her. She answered like normal. "Front desk, how may I help you?" Silence, but not normal silence. This felt heavy, like someone was standing right next to her, breathing without making a sound. Then finally, a whisper, soft, shaky, barely there. "Please don't let him in." Click. The line went dead. Maya sat there staring at the phone. She checked the system. Room 307 was empty. No guest. No reservation. Nothing. She told herself it had to be bad luck. Old hotels do weird things. But the next night, it happened again. 3:07 a.m. Same ring. Same room. This time the voice sounded weaker. More afraid. "Please, he's still outside." Click. Dead silence. The next morning, Maya told Mr. Collins. And for the first time, he looked scared. Really scared. He grabbed her wrist across the desk. "If that room calls again," he said quietly, "do not answer." Maya frowned. "What?" He looked toward the hallway leading to the elevators, then back at her, because some doors stay closed for a reason. That was it. No explanation. Nothing. That night, Maya couldn't stop watching the clock. 2:58 a.m., 3:01, 3:05. Then, ring, ring, ring. Room 307. She stared at the flashing light. Mr. Collins' warning echoed in her head. Do not answer. But curiosity can be more dangerous than fear. Slowly, she picked up. This time, the voice was panicked. "He found me." Maya froze. "Who?" Heavy breathing. Then, another voice. Deep, slow, cold, right there on the line. "Because you answered." Pause. "Now he knows where you are." The call ended. At that exact second, three loud knocks hit the hotel's front door. Boom, boom, boom. Maya nearly jumped out of her chair. She turned toward the glass entrance. Standing outside, under the flickering red neon light, was a man. Tall, perfectly still, wearing a long black coat. His face hidden beneath the shadow of a wide-brimmed hat. He didn't move, didn't wave, didn't speak. He just stood there, watching. Another knock. Boom, boom, boom. Maya remembered the whisper. "Don't let him in." Her hand shook. The man slowly lifted one hand and pointed upward, toward the third floor, toward room 307. Then suddenly, the outside lights shut off. Darkness swallowed him. When they flickered back on, he was gone. Maya didn't sleep that night. She sat behind the desk until sunrise with every light in the lobby turned on. The next morning, she found Luis, the oldest maintenance worker in the hotel. He had been there for over 20 years. When she mentioned room 307, his face went pale. "You Answer the phone? Maya nodded. Luis crossed himself immediately. Then he told her everything. 10 years ago, a woman named Eleanor checked into room 307. She was running from her husband. People said he was charming in public, but cruel when nobody was watching. She arrived bruised, terrified. She begged the hotel staff not to tell anyone she was there. For 3 days, she hid. On the fourth night, her husband found her. Guests heard screaming, furniture breaking, a woman crying for help. Then, nothing. When police arrived, Eleanor was dead. Her husband had disappeared. No arrest, no body, no trace. But after that night, the calls started. Every night, 3:07 a.m. Always from room 307. Always asking for help. And sometimes, someone appeared at the front door, knocking, waiting, watching. Why does the hotel stay open? Maya asked. Luis gave a tired laugh. Because ghosts don't pay bills. That should have been enough. Any normal person would have quit. But fear mixed with curiosity becomes something dangerous. Determination. That night, at 2:50 a.m., Maya took the master key and went upstairs. The third floor felt colder. The hallway lights buzzed weakly. Room 307 waited at the end of the hall. Its door looked older than the others. Scratches covered the wood near the lock, like someone had once tried desperately to get out. Maya stood there, heart pounding. Then, the phone inside the room started ringing. Loud, sharp, relentless. Ring, ring, ring. With shaking hands, she unlocked the door. The smell hit first. Dust, mold, and something metallic underneath. Like old blood, the room looked frozen in time. An old suitcase sat half open on the bed. A broken lamp lay on the floor. Dark stains marked the wallpaper near the bathroom. The phone kept ringing. She walked toward it, slowly. The caller ID read, "Front desk." Her blood turned cold. She answered, and heard herself crying, begging, "Please don't let him in." The bathroom door creaked open behind her. Maya turned. A woman stood there, thin, pale, eyes hollow with fear. Eleanor. She slowly raised one finger and pointed behind Maya. Maya turned. The man in the black coat stood inside the room. No footsteps, no sound, just suddenly there. His face looked wrong, too stretched, too empty, like darkness pretending to be human. And then, he smiled. You opened the door. The lights exploded. Glass shattered. The phone screamed with static. Maya ran. She flew into the hallway as footsteps followed behind her. Slow, calm, certain, not chasing, hunting. She slammed through the stairwell door and ran downstairs, crying, lungs burned. The lobby, the front desk, the exit. She could make it. But when she reached the front desk, Mr. Collins was standing there, waiting. His face looked tired, guilty. "I'm sorry," he said. Maya stared at him. "What?" His voice shook. "Every few years, he chooses someone new, someone who answers, someone who opens the door." "No. I thought ignoring it would stop it. I was wrong." At that moment, the front doors burst open. Ice-cold wind filled the lobby. The man stepped inside. Mr. Collins whispered only one word. "Run." And suddenly, the man moved. Fast. Too fast. Darkness rushed across the room. Mr. Collins shoved Maya backward. There was screaming, glass breaking, then silence. When police arrived the next morning, they found Maya alone behind the front desk, shaking, covered in broken glass. Mr. Collins was gone. No blood, no body, just gone. The Redwood Inn shut down 2 weeks later. Boarded up, abandoned. But people driving past Highway 17 still say that during storms, they sometimes see the old neon vacancy sign flicker back to life. And if you stop close enough, you can hear a phone ringing inside. From room 307. At exactly 3:07 a.m. Some say if you answer, you hear a woman whisper, "Please don't let him in." Others say, you hear your own voice. And if there are 3 knocks at your door after that, don't look outside. Because if he sees your face, he never stops knocking. And eventually, you will let him in.